Premier Dr. Orlando Smith says government has established an international tax authority unit within the Ministry of Finance. He said this is part of corrective measures taken following France's blacklisting of the British Virgin Islands in August, after this territory was listed among a group of other countries who were considered non-cooperative in the exchange of information for tax purposes. The Premier said the International Tax Authority Unit was established to improve the quality of information being submitted when requests are made to the BVI.
As a result, these issues encountered with the French authority were corrected in the middle of 2013 with the establishment of the International Tax Authority. On our dialogue thus far with the French Competent Authority, they seem to be satisfied. The fact remains, though, that the BVI must endeavor to be recognized as what it truly is, and that is a truly cooperative treaty partner that engages its best efforts through properly exercised powers on its legal and regulatory regime. We have already engaged the French Ministry of Finance and the competent authority to determine the steps that must be taken to correct our shortfalls, and expect to be able to reverse the label of being non-cooperative territory in short order.
The BVI signed a Tax Information Exchange Agreement, a TIEA, with France in 2009, which came into effect in 2010, and the French government began sending requests for tax information exchange in 2011. The Premier said the Inland Revenue Department was delegated by the Ministry of Finance for the collection and return of the tax information to French authorities. He said a law passed by the French government in 2009 establishes three primary reasons why a country could be deemed uncooperative in the exchange of tax information with France.
Much work was done, but in many cases, some of the information requested was not provided. The French, on the other hand, passed a law on the 30th December 2009, whose goal was aimed at enhancing the cooperativeness of countries with France in their efforts to combat tax evasion and fraud. This law, in effect, provided that there are three reasons that could cause the French government to list a country as non-cooperative. One, if a country was identified by the OECD as a non-cooperative jurisdiction, then France would view them as non-cooperative as well. Two, if France attempted to have a tax treaty with another jurisdiction, and for whatever reason that country refused to do so, then this country would be identified as non-cooperative. And three, if a tax treaty was signed between France and another country, and for some reason in the practical implementation of the treaty, the level of cooperation was suboptimal, that country would be viewed as a non-cooperative jurisdiction. The BVI unfortunately fell short in the quality of information that was sent to the French authorities. This is why, as Minister of Finance, I requested a restructuring of the ministry so that it could be more aligned with international standards.
The Finance Minister also welcomed a statement by the UK Prime Minister David Cameron, which confirmed that the BVI is not a tax haven. Premier Smith said he welcomed the change in the global dialogue on the perception of the BVI financial services sector.